Well, I mean, yeah, because
Oh,
it's not
nice.
obvious you could say no.
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah,
could
no, you
say,
were
well,
gonna say yeah.
Hello and welcome to this DEF CON 2 2v2 Warno tournament. We've got team It Was My Little Brother playing, consisting of Helljumper and Krepp, and they're up against a Blowpipe a day, and that consists of Beast and Commander Nathan. So first thing to point out is that we've got some French yapping. We got Hippie is not a good person here, and he should make an apology, of course referring to that time that I posted something on Reddit, which I shall now show you. If you just bear with me 1 second. Oh, Reddit taking ages to load today. Usually it's pretty immediate. And what is going on today? Yeah, so here we go. We got do not meet your Warno heroes here on Reddit. And yeah, so Krepp reached out to me, and then to be honest, yeah, I should probably make an apology. You've actually already seen the apology because, of course, that would come first. So see, you've already seen the apology. I've already made the apology. I'm definitely not gonna. So I'd like to start this video off with an apology. The other day, a player by the name of Krepp reached out to me, and he said, hey, player Krepp here. Just wanted to thank you for reviewing our game without being too harsh on us, even though we completely misplayed the whole game, even with our homeworks done, Lamau. And that was a really funny game. You should probably go watch that. Lesson learned. We will watch more Hippie video in the future. Keep up the good content. I love your commentary of the DEF CON 2. And I replied with Krepp, more like crap, ha. And then I posted it on Reddit to get loads of up votes, to get lots of internet points, and also I did this to shield the video. Because then I could say, oh, this is the game he was talking about, and then lead people not so subtly to that game. So I'd like to make an apology. I'm very, very sorry about that. I've been trying for some time to be a better person, and it's not always easy for me to reach the right conclusion because so the case could be made that if 130 people, or well, 129, not including me, found it funny, then that's surely I've brought 139 times joy to the world with only one suffering. But that's not, I need to meditate further on this concept and find out what it truly means to be a good person. So thank you for bearing with me in these trying times as I try to be a gooder personer. And I've got I've got a long way to go, but I thank you for your patience and your continued financial support and moral support. So sorry, I'm very sorry about that. So we'll just do some fancy editing there, so that'll go at the start. Hello and welcome to this DEF CON 2 2v2 Warno tournament game played between Helljumper and Krepp. As always, we start off by being a good person, and we continue being a good person, and we finish on being a good person because I'm a good person. So you saw the apology there, and now we could move on to the deployment. So we got 2nd Panzergren and 5th Panzer, a very strong combination, and the SAS of 2nd UK. So did I say 2nd Panzergren? 2nd UK and 5th Panzer Division. The SAS are all going in there, so that's going to do really well. 6 SAS in here means this is basically no-fly zone. Anybody who flies in here is going to die. So that's basically that lockdown. Unless you lose all the SAS, nobody can fly here anymore. So that's really cool. And they've opened FOBs, so I'm expecting to see 4 Lars out from Helljumper. A couple of units here. And yeah, so the SAS are then backed up by Roland 2, so it's gonna be very, very locked down over here in terms of air. CV tank, HSF, which are just like tanky units, Milan 2 here, and a Milan 2, please tell me he's putting it in the church. He's not. So you want it in the church because religious people can see further than atheists. You see this atheistic dwelling can't actually see that far, whereas the church can see in every direction there. So if you get it in the church, it can fire a lot in a much greater space. But, you know, that counts both ways. You could see the enemy players just immediately demolish the church because it's so useful. 2 Jaguar 2s. Yes, so one's going here, which is very good. And so is the other one's going here, which makes sense. Lock that down. A Gazelle Rocket. I guess he probably just had 20 points left over. Which is fair enough. Because, yeah, the supply is like 25. But, you know, I would be bringing a supply instead of this, basically. You need a supply. And, yeah, there's a Gepard in there as well. And, yeah, Jaeger Abklever. Oh, that is going to the church. Okay, so they've got at least some recon there. Sniper team. Yeah, really strong deployment from blue, and we see that they've deployed an ASF as well. Switch into red. They don't get any forward deployment, so this is going to be a very, very tough game for them. They did pick second, and 80-second was banned, 11 easy was banned, second UK pick, so they could have gone TKS for the forward deployment if they wanted NATO so bad, but they've gone for the mechanized strat. So if this goes late, they're going to have a load of tanks, load of Bradleys, Armadas, and they should have fire dominance, basically. But it's got to go late first. So they're just sending, like... What? Okay. Sending just a couple units up there. Most of them are going mid. There's a lot of guys going mid. And looks like Beast on his 24th is a bit worried about people coming down here. So yeah, that's very... very fair enough. So we'll cast the game, we'll do it from this perspective. Right, so they're off, and they actually did open 2 ASFs here, so they're very worried about helo openers or plane openers. 11th US can do a serious A10 opener, so that you could say they've overinvested in that, but they get the Sea Knight, which immediately makes this worth it, basically. 5th Panzer is really strong because of these F4Fs. You get 4 of them in a card, and they're really good for the price. As you see, this is 175 and has 2 missiles, no gun, whereas this is 165, comes at 4 per card, and has a gun, and has more ECM, and the missiles have higher accuracy. Although, actually, given the vet... No, it's the same missile, isn't it? Yeah. So, it's very good. So the SAS, of course, have got there first, and the LRS are having a tough time. They need to just pull this back already. And yeah, so we got a recon tank there. Lots of Stingers. I assume there would be more infantry in this, but there's not. So this is actually going to be a really tough fight for the red team. Oh, there actually are quite a few guys over here. Sadly, no CV for smoke. He needs to unload these. He needs to unload these. Like he's losing them. He's losing it. He's probably going to lose that one as well. This one. Down it goes. So that's a big shame. And yeah, there's lots of fire support here of the ACAVs and everything, and there's a supply. F4 FATs on the ground. I don't really like this, but hey, sometimes with its 40% accuracy it does hit. I guess that's what all the Stingers were for. I can hear an A10. It's getting hit by the Phantoms. Just so many planes. This is really good. Oh man, I'm getting hit by the sunlight there. So really cool planes, although losing those 2 fighters, not so great. But red is just thin on the ground here. There's just not that much stuff. And this is... I can't see this making it because the SAS is now shooting it and he's still not unloaded it. He should have unloaded the Bradley here, so to keep the Bradley here, and then move the guy forwards. But hey, Mega Waffle 1 coming for the CV, and yeah, red just did not have enough infantry in that fight. At all. There's like no infantry. Mega Waffle 1 goes down there, which is bad for blue. And I think red have taken superior trades, but blue just have a so much better position. What I would have liked to have seen Beast do here is try and take this with that Bradley. Oh, he's doing it now. Because if that Bradley gets to there, you're not using this road anymore, basically. So it gets cleared out. I do think blue have a better time in mid, because they've got these trees here. And, you know, these trees cut this road, whereas this road's basically uncuttable. The A10, I don't agree with this at all. They saw how much AA was there before. They should know anyway, because there's loads of SAS in there as well. And you should predict SAS in there. But they also had evidence of that, and they still bought the A10. But red have actually taken this. And blue don't seem to have noticed. Not sending anything there. The CV is dead, though. Whatever CV was here, looks like it got blown up by this Jaguar 2, which then proceeded to vanish despite the exceptional optics now looking at it. Otherwise, that Milan would kill them. And yeah, this is a great place for Jaguar 2. You cannot reinforce down here anymore. So, I'm not sure what the next play is for red. They definitely need more infantry, but I think there should be an attempt to put a couple more guys in here, actually. Like, this is such a weird spot for something. What is it accomplishing there? If you want to see people in this town, it's not helping you. If you want to see people come over down here, I guess it is. Maybe that's what it's for. 155's out for Krepp. I don't believe in buying 3 arty pieces at once. Sometimes you do need it. I mean, to be honest, yeah, that wasn't fantastic. They need to clear this out. And yeah, so the Bradley is doing its stuff, and it looks like the fire team Dragon there died, probably killed by the sniper team, and the Bradley needs to sit here, but instead he's going to just send it forwards. We'll see. I mean, it should be able to beat the Warrior Milan, but we'll see. And Commander Nathan's telling his mate, he's sending stuff down that road, it's all dying. They need to build up. They don't really have much of anything. All their stuff's quite expensive. Blue's getting a CV back here, which is going to stop that tick. And the game has begun to slow down a bit now. The Bradley shot the Fox, so the Warrior Milan killed it. Because its toe had already been used up on the Fox. This never really got anywhere. I mean, if you can get it back here, then it tells you when... It shows you the enemy aircraft as soon as they come in, which is actually really useful. Another A10 purchased. Definitely not going to make it. It's like 3 jets coming for it. He's not turning into them, which is what you want to do if you can't get out, because it's got 65% accuracy missiles and the best gun in the game. Okay, so here's the red ASFs. They're losing to the F4Fs and the Phantom. Is interesting. Not sure what's going on with this Jaguar 2 here. If this guy focus fires that, he really needs to. Great. Now there's nothing stopping him getting in. There's no mortar for smoke though, so you can expect a plane or something. What is the plan here for red? They need to unload the Bradleys here, so that they've got those trees. This needs to land immediately or it's dead. You smoked there. Why? Nobody's shooting at you yet. Now, when you need the smoke, you're not going to have it. There used to be somebody there. Yes, a Stinger team. Another A10 purchased. And more Phantoms coming to kill it. So, this was a mistake to smoke this. But yeah, you need the Bradleys back here. And then you send the infantry forwards. The issue, both of these... Right, so that Phantom went down, but so did the A10. The issue these American divs have is that there's no big squads, big cheap squads. They get Jaeger Aufklärer. Wild Weasel sent now, but it's SAS. I mean, it shoots at the Gepard, doesn't get it. So this is the plan now. Just get all your Bradleys up and just hose them. But yeah, this should be sitting in a cloud of smoke, but it's not. He already used a smoke, so he can't smoke when the plane comes for him. That IHOC died, didn't it? We're not sure where this guy's going. He's trying to get short-range missiles off on the F4. Now he's going to die to Rowan 2s, which cannot be sneeded. Mortars have been purchased, so is the second IHawk. So, yeah, they need to... Oh, this is going to be rough, because this thing is going to do some killing. Once it gets to there. And if he micros it perfectly, the toe shouldn't kill them. Jaguar cluster coming in for this M1A1, and it routed because of the RT, so that was good synchronization of the RT. Otherwise it might have lived. I mean, it probably wouldn't have done anyway, because it couldn't smoke and move. Stroke Eagle's out. Doesn't drop. Gets shot. Wow, that was lucky. He needs to evac that. So it can only take one more hit, but he's greedy. He's greedy, he wants it. And I think this is going to get him killed. Oh, it's very lucky there. Not a perfect bomb because he moved it instead of just pressing evac, but if he just pressed evac it probably would have come this way and then it definitely would have died. All those Bradleys died because they were within tank gun range, that's sort of why you want them back here, but then they can't use the autocannon, so I can understand putting them there. And the tank died as well, so this Leopard 2 just killed all that. which is pretty rough. This isn't doing anything. This should be up here. And Krepp took this back. These little hills are, these little tree lines are really useful. But yeah, I mean, Red's just trying to push back in. Red did manage to get back in over here. It's quite a low intensity front. You can finally see that Jaguar. See if it survives. It does. Gazelle rocket firing all 12 of its missiles. Wowee. Oh, well, gets him. And the blue 2nd UK, 5th Panzer get really big squads, and 24th and 11th US don't. So this is pretty rough for them. Just more air. More air. That was very, very lucky. It should really be dead. That CV went down, though. And, you know, Red, they should have put a couple of units in here if that was the plan. They should have put some infantry in here and taken it properly, but they did not. Chappie went down. You got to move them as soon as they fire because there's 3 arty on the board. Yet to see any arty from blue apart from these mortars. But yeah, I think sorry, from red apart from these mortars, and I think red should have committed to this actually because they're on a +1 with that. So, but they're stocking up here, and now blue's got the town because there's nobody in the town. It's really depressing. If red had gone hard on this, they would have, you know, they would have got that. But instead, they've got, you know, some stingers here and some Eyehawks, which would have been useful before, but it's not useful now because there's no front line. And you know, they do get helicopter infantry, so they could still get somebody here, but they're choosing to not do that. They just really want mid, and I think that's a huge mistake because they had the advantage here. Like this LRS didn't even move. He could have at least sent it in, seen what's going in. Send the scouts, send anybody. One transport vehicle up there, does it disappear? That means there's somebody in there. If it doesn't, it means there's not. But instead, they've just let that opportunity slip by. Game's slowing down a bit now, so we're going to speed it up until something happens. Of course, blue gets back in here, and that survives. Mortars hitting the leopards and then moving, which is smart. You need to be moving. Fox goes down to this Milan too. And the Lars have finally been purchased. Looks like they saw that. They probably saw it. Yeah, probably saw it go in there. RT out from red. Mega Waffle 1 clears up the LRS there. And blue have just flooded this now. Now red's never getting back in there. So it's a big shame. It's a big shame. Yeah. Not sure about these Bradleys. It's a bit too late in the day, basically. So that's that, and we will now speed this up until red attacks again. Of course, we see the Sea Knights here. It's going to die to that Phantom. Phantom dies, though. These AA helos are bad. I don't like them. Integer likes them, though. Maybe they're not bad. And yeah, the Bradleys, okay, they're getting some good kills here, and so now they are committing to it, but this is, they should not have done that. They should have done that earlier. That has evac the wrong way and will now die. Yes, so there it goes. You should have manually targeted it over here. You see the Strike Eagles getting out. So, yeah, so those mortars that he bought before for smoke, they'd be really useful now for this, but he's forgotten about them. So this man's going to drive into a TOW2. No recon here, so I don't actually think they can see that. Like, this infantry isn't even there. Oh, there you go. But the dead man still hit him. Happens. This guy still got fuel somehow. This fob has been used a bit. And yeah, some pushes from Krepp there, but they got mid, and then red really had a pretty good chance here to take this. They're back now. I mean, so far it's going all right for them. Challenger not very good, but because of the ATGMs here and the stuff here, you're just getting hit from 2 sides, and you get side shot, and then you explode basically just like that. So it's pretty sad. Still flooding it. F4Fs. This AT plane. Yeah, and yeah, they're just all getting side shot. He's not brought the mortars. That's fine, forget. Okay, doesn't get him. But he gets 4 missiles, so he's just going to keep trying until somebody shoots him. For some reason, there was a Phantom AA back there that died. Alright. And, yeah, so +1 for blue. Eventually he's going to hit him. And there you go. Yeah, down it goes. And there's not another one on the way. The Eyehawks fire and then they don't move. There were 3 Eyehawks have died here now. And a Chaparral, so good RT from blue. Jaguar cluster out here. Might kill that Stinger as well. Yeah, because it does damage infantry. And yeah, Chaparral too far away to get 2 shots off. Only gets 1. Arm rifle's going to go in on that Bradley there. This is in a really good spot. Basically, just sees everything it can. And you see how bad dumbfire rockets are. They're just really, really bad. That was 72 rockets, and it didn't kill a 7-man squad. So dumbfire rockets pretty bad, and this is looking pretty over to me. Another A10 purchased. Lars going in now. Down goes the Eagle. I think Red's probably got 1 more push left in him. Stroke Eagle goes down. Challenger bails out. That's hilarious. That might have to be the profile picture there. Zoom that in. There we go. Looks good. Looks good to me. Close that. There we go. Build out Challenger. It happens, you know. But it doesn't matter. This, I just can't see Red doing anything here. So, yeah, if they don't, I don't know. I mean, it's just, what do you even do in this situation? You got to attack this way, and you got to use loads of smoke, because the problem is that anybody here can ATGM you. So you got to be like over here and attack this way, which is that's easier said than done. I did like this though. This was good. Because I think it's giving them early warning of the air. Depends. I mean, it's in a tree, so if it was here, it'd probably be better. Mars is purchased, and Warno died. But yeah, I think, you know, Red, they're just sort of feeding these units in one at a time, and they keep dying to the same ATGMs. Yikes. So when he's trying to clear this out, but then he's getting shot in the side by this, so there's 2 tanks there. They're going to drive the CV back in without smoke cover again. The mortar is here, but he didn't bother to use it, so down it goes. And now he smokes it. So let's recap. Blue had the better draft. I mean, they picked first. Red didn't have any forward deployments, so they didn't have much of a chance in the town. Having all the mechanized stuff makes sort of sense, but what they could have done with the mechanized stuff is actually try and take this, and then blue don't have this, and then they can reinforce this unmolested without stuff shooting them in the side. That could have worked, or just had way more infantry here. Like, I'm really not sure where the points went. And then you've got a load of Bradleys behind, a lot of infantry in front, but you'd have to, if you're going to give this up, you have to attack from this way, because then the guys here can't shoot you. So that's the thing. But now, you know, you just keep sort of driving in these CVs and losing them. Like, we just saw one there die, we just saw one there die. They're desperate. But there you go. Relatively convincing win for blue, but red did have some good chances there, and we see Krepp. I apologise to him, so we don't have to revisit that issue. Getting loads of kills there, just carrying his brother, who is me apparently. And you know, Beast 71 rank games, Commander Nathan 95 rank games. So they're not bad players. Rank 1337, Elite, rank 173. Rank 302 here. Can't remember what rank Helljumper is. It's probably about 50 something. It's probably 55 because I'm 54. Yeah. What can I say? Look at that. Look at that. All those transports die in, which means you don't get as much return income. You know, 20, 40, 60. Well, okay, you can't sell this one. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 100, that's 100 points you're not getting, basically. Red didn't get a kill until 2 minutes in. and that was with an A10 with it, which immediately exploded. So that's pretty yikes. So do let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.